Hi, YouTube.
Both the community and its overlords.
Hello. We made a video for you guys today. So for a while, Nick and I have been talking about how much we miss the weird, random videos of YouTube and just like easily stumbling upon those like we used to back in the day. YouTube has been known as a place where anyone can upload anything. If you have a smartphone, or a camera and a Wi-Fi connection, you can broadcast yourself.
And this idea of broadcasting yourself, of not having to go through gatekeepers, the extent to which the internet makes that possible is pretty unprecedented, and we take it for granted now, but it's a really special thing, and it's something that we need to protect and pay attention to and make sure that we hold on to.
But these days, if you go to youtube.com or go to the trending page, you'll see something different than creator videos or those kind of weird, random, internet-y videos that we've come to love from YouTube. These days when I go to the homepage, I see a lot of news sites like BBC News, I see NFL stuff, I see SNL, I see a lot of publisher content that you would typically and traditionally see on TV. And I think a lot of this has to do with YouTube wanting to, make money for Daddy Google, and has a lot to do with this mysterious YouTube algorithm that they've been tweaking over the years.
Yeah, and what's sad is that even for people like us who are aware of this and we see these changes happening on YouTube, we still end up watching TV stuff on YouTube. Even though the folks I subscribe to aren't that, the way that the website itself has changed its design has a lot of influence on the way that you watch stuff. My subscriptions eventually at some point got hidden away into a sub-tab. The homepage was replaced with a recommendations page, and you end up watching SNL clips and news clips and not the weird, interesting YouTube-specific stuff.
So YouTube has worked on tweaking the algorithm over the past couple of years, and I get it. 400 hours of YouTube are uploaded every minute, so they're going to try to find ways to serve up the content in ways that are both financially rewarding for YouTube and keeps users engaged and coming back for more. This algorithm is opaque, it's a black box, which means that we have no idea how it works. They've explained it in the past, but we've never actually gotten to see it, which means that a lot of us are just kind of guessing and assuming what it's doing kind of behind the scenes, but we have never ever actually seen it.
And there's good reasons for them to keep the algorithm secret, because if somebody who wanted to sort of abuse the platform saw exactly how it worked, then they could come up with ways to sort of game the system. But keeping it secret is sort of a double-edged sword, especially keeping not just the code secret, but the process by which they write that code secret. It makes it difficult to understand really what YouTube's goals and intentions are with the platform, because algorithms aren't neutral. The way you write an algorithm says a lot about what your goals and your intentions are, your conscious goals and your subconscious goals and your intentions are. And even though, we see the effects of the algorithm, and every time something changes, we see how it affects the platform and the channels, and so we can start to make assumptions about what their priorities are, but we're really not a part of that conversation. We're not on the inside of all of those details.
So every time they change the algorithm, you can start to see hints of what their priorities might be. So attracting advertising dollars and paid placements seem to take a higher priority than providing support and visibility to the creators who helped build the platform in the first place. We see that through the homepage, like I mentioned, and we also see it when random videos are demonetized without any explanation other than being unfriendly to advertisers. And YouTube felt the wrath of this when major brands started pulling out of YouTube when some of their ads started running on videos that didn't necessarily reflect the views of the advertiser. AT&T and Johnson & Johnson pulled out, and YouTube basically just bent over to those advertisers and said that they would make the site a lot more palatable to advertisers and would provide solutions to make sure that this wouldn't happen again. But according to a lot of YouTube creators, this shift affected more than just people creating racist or derogatory content. Videos started getting demonetized, and it spurred a lot of conversation because the rationale behind that demonetization was not always clear. For instance, a lot of LGBTQ creators had their videos either age-gated or demonetized without any rationale. Amanda Hess recently wrote a really good article about this, and I want to read something that she wrote. YouTube's process for mechanically pulling ads from videos is particularly concerning because it takes aim at whole topics of conversation that could be perceived as potentially offensive to advertisers, and because it so often misfires. It risks suppressing political commentary and jokes. It puts the wild, independent internet in danger of becoming more boring than TV. The algorithmic results from YouTube aren't what I'm interested in.
Not interested.
Not interested. He's not interested either. What we're interested in is YouTube for its original slogan, broadcast yourself. The weird stuff.
The YouTube goal.
The stuff that's not always financially rewarding.
Yeah, but oh so interesting. Like the tutorials for all kinds of esoteric things, like how to make different sorts of slime, or like videos from school projects that kids upload to YouTube.
Nuclear war destroys lives.
Okay.
Or like all these really niche genres that would just like never make it on TV, like ASMR videos, or unboxings, or like YouTube poop, or like those videos of people leaving the dentist really high, and also just like all of the home videos that like in the future will be like amazing time capsules for what it was like to live life today. That's why we go to YouTube.
That is why we go to YouTube.
That's what YouTube
why.
is for.
We love it.
That's what makes YouTube unique from everything, from all the other screens that you could stick your face into.
So these days, it's much harder to come across those videos like we mentioned. I know that when I upload a YouTube video, it feels like I'm shoving a video inside a tiny little bottle, chucking it into a massive ocean and hoping that it washes up on somebody's shore. So we made that shore. It's called CurrentTube. It's a website where we're trying to undo the algorithm and just open up the floodgates.
Yeah, and so what we're doing is we're sort of plugging into YouTube's API, and so we can get data from that in real time, and as soon as somebody uploads a video, a bottle falls from the sky.
You have about 10 seconds to click on that bottle and watch that video until it just fades into the distance.
Gone, lost forever.
Kind of sad.
And if you do click on the video and you watch them, you usually end up being the first person to see that video. As we've been working on this project, we've been, using it and watching these videos as they show up, and it's been an amazing reminder that all that weird and interesting stuff is still getting uploaded to YouTube. It's just buried behind the algorithm.
We've noticed all kinds of different interesting things. For instance, the main thing that people are uploading in general on YouTube are live streams, and they are mostly gaming live streams. Yeah. So when you go and use the tool, you're probably going to come across just like a ton of these live streams. Trust me, they're still good. I mean, maybe you're interested in those live streams. I'm kind of not. So to me, they're not as interesting, but keep clicking around and you'll find other kinds of videos too.
Again, remember this is real time, because people are uploading videos at that moment, so the day and time that you're on the site also determines the kind of stuff that you're going to see getting uploaded.
Yeah, on Sundays there's a lot of religious services.
Yeah, for example.
On Saturday there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of weird just videos, people like partying,
Saturday evening,
just out and about,
yeah.
Good stuff. So the URL is literally current.tube. It's in the description down below. Definitely play with this tool and share with us any videos that you come across that you think are awesome in the comments down below. What we're gonna do is collect all of our favorite videos that we found using this tool and do a screening, and also create a playlist on YouTube eventually for you guys to check out as well. What's your favorite video that we found so far?
I can't say I have a favorite video, but I've seen a lot of interesting videos. I really like the video with the balloon, because it feels like an intersection of a few different niche YouTube genres, with this guy's popping open the balloons, and it's very satisfying, kind of ASMR, kind of unboxing, and the kit egg opening. So that one's really interesting. I also liked...
It's also very amateur too, which I kind of liked. It's not like the typical kind of satisfying videos you see. It's like a very DIY version.
Yeah, it was a very DIY version. Yeah, I really dug that one. I also really like... There was one video that was just like pure YouTube conventions and nothing else. It was like a vlogger, and he was like, "Hey YouTube, sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'm gonna put some fresh content up here."
Tap that little bell icon that pops up after you subscribe, and make sure that the bell symbols are ringing, and then all you have to do, leave a like and tell me you've done that in the comments below.
I think my favorite videos are of the kids who have obviously watched a lot of YouTubers and who just want to be like that too. So they make their own YouTube videos. They don't have a following, but they speak as if they do have a following to an audience of no one, except for me, I guess, who watch these videos now.
Before you go, if you could please hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't, perhaps also the bell button. Ooh. And also you should hit the like button. I hear that has some effect on the algorithm. You should also leave comments and let the algorithm know that this is a heavily engaged with video.
Please.
You should also share and repost this on other social media platforms. You should also type in the title of this video in the YouTube search and just search over and over and over and over again. That probably will also affect the algorithm.
Thank you.
You should also, when you click and watch the video, let it play to the very end. You don't have to watch it to the end.
Background.
Just let it play to the very end in the background. I think that also helps the algorithm.
Please do that. That would be so awesome. I'm gonna just start doing that. No, I won't. Don't demonetize me. Okay, thanks guys. Bye!